The Granite Collectibles here for an action figure review. Today we are looking at the Hasbro Marvel Legends, the Amazing Spider-Man, Bombastic Bagman. He comes in the standard retro card back packaging. On the top it says the Amazing Spider-Man and you can see the figure and all its accessories. On the back it says, left without a costume, a desperate Peter Parker dons a spare Fantastic Four uniform and a brown paper bag, and so the Bombastic Bagman was born. The highlight or the main feature is the Bagman head. As you can see here, it is a well sculpted and well detailed bag on top of Peter Parker's head. You can see his eyes from underneath, and this is a solid plastic, not a paper bag. Looking closely at the bottom of the bag, the stair parts are really well sculpted and consistent, so all throughout. The bends or the folds on the bag is well done and in the right spot as well. In terms of the Fantastic Four logo on his chest, this particular copy got a well painted logo without any smudges, unlike this one which I sold. It has a smudge. It's very little. You have to zoom really hard with your camera in order to see it. For this particular copy, on the other hand, the paint defect of Hasbro continues. This time it is now a black paint on the plain blue body. So even on this particular gloves, which is not sculpted by the way, like the belt, they're not all sculpted but just painted black. So yeah, here you can see the smudge. In terms of the legs, it is a plain blue leg as well. There's not much details. In terms of his feet, it is rather large. I hope they painted the toes so that it can stand out. In terms of the strap, I wish they also sculpted this strap, but I do understand that Hasbro reuses parts, so that is the only logical reason why they did not sculpted the straps. Spider-Man as the Bombastic Bagman first appeared in The Amazing Spider-Man number 258. It is the time where Reed Richards wanted to examine the alien symbiote that separated from Peter Parker, so it left Peter Parker without any costume, and he does not want to reveal his secret identity. So Human Torch came up with a costume for him, giving him a spare and older Fantastic Four costume, which is rather loose compared to the action figure wherein it's a bit tight. He was given a paper bag as a mask. On the way home, he stopped a crime, and while the reporters were asking who he was, he realized that Johnny Storm pinned a "Kick Me" sign on his back. Though the costume only appeared once in comic books, it has appeared several times in different video games. In the Spider-Man game developed by Activision in 2000 and 2010, it is one of the skins that you can pick. In the mobile game by Gameloft, Spider-Man Unlimited, again, it is one of the particular skins of Spider-Man that you can pick. The most recent appearance of this costume in video game is in Marvel Spider-Man from 2018. It is a PlayStation 4 game developed by Insomniac Games. Out of the packaging, he comes with a pair of closed-fist hands, all painted black. It is similar to the closed-fist hand of the Spider-Man from the Renew Your Vows 2-pack. It is similar. He comes with a pair of alternate wall-crawling or open palm hands. In terms of the fingers of this particular hands, this seems to be a little bit thinner than the one that came with the Renew Your Vow Spider-Man. As you can see, it's a little bit different. The fingers are thinner. with the bagman. He comes with a kick me sign. So there you can plug it in on, just plug it in the back and you have the kick me sign. Rather well done, especially with the sticky tape painted differently. As you can see here, there's some texture there. It does look good, and I mean it's a lot of fun having this kick me sign. Now trying out the Peter Parker head on this body, it works well, except you can see there's no neck. I mean, well, I guess that's okay anyway. But it does fit well with this body, and you can play around just like as he tries to put on his paper bag head. The paper bag head is very loose in terms of putting it on to the neck of the Renew Your Vows. It just won't stay still. It's very loose. It's not tight at all. You can spin it around like that, as you can see. In terms of height, the action figure is 16 centimeters or 6.3 inch tall. In terms of 1/12 height, this is fine because it is close to the 5 feet 10 inch height of Spider-Man. Here are some Marvel Legends size comparison, beginning with Miles Morales and Peter B. Parker. Here he is beside Spider-Gwen and Silk. Here he is besides the Retro Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2099. Here he is besides Symbiote Spider-Man and Ben Reilly. Here he is besides the Renew Your Vows Spider-Man and Spinneret. Here he is besides Black Cat and Peter Parker. Here he is besides Lizard and Frogman. Here he is besides the 6-inch scale figure Darna by Halimo Sculptures and the Marvel Legends Phoenix. Here he is besides the Marvel Legends Kingpin and Rhino. Here he is besides 7-inch scale action figures Sabretooth and Hulk. And here he is besides 7-inch scale figures Colossus and Juggernaut, both from Diamond Select Toys. In terms of articulation, his head can move from side to side. He cannot look up that much and can look down only a little. His arms can extend that far. He can do a full 360 right here. He has a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows with pins, but the pins are okay since it's the same color as the rest of the arm. He has a swivel right here, can hinge forward and back. He can do a ab crunch forward like that and crunch backward, not that much with this particular body. He has a waist swivel. He has a upper thigh swivel. He can do a split. He has double jointed knees with fins again, but the colors are okay. He can kick that far. His feet can hinge forward and back. He has an ankle rocker. Like the video games, Hasbro took the risk of giving us a one-off costume of Spider-Man in action figure form. In terms of the action figure, it is really a lot of fun because it's a gag and it's something unique. If you're a big Spider-Man collector, definitely you need to pick up this particular Spider-Man action figure. But if you're like me, I just want the essential Spider-Mans, so I can pass on this particular costume. I just wish that they added more details, especially the costume is supposed to be loose because it's an old Fantastic Four costume, but this figure has it a little bit tight. Nevertheless, it is a good action figure. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, and ring the notification bell.